and the warmth of the sun that they were going to be able to feel again. It's always interesting to read about how animals and birds and insects spend the winter. This book is all about what happens in the insect world. Butterfly birthday. Winter is nearly over. The sun warms the frozen ground. Purple crocuses are the first to announce the coming of the spring. And I have yellow crocuses in my backyard already, in my gardens, yellow and white. But it's the same idea. Beetles and crickets emerge from their winter hiding places. Worker ants unblock the entrance to their colony. Bug friends greet each other after many cold months. It's been too long, says Stripy Beetle. Yes, long dark nights, agrees Fuzzy Caterpillar. Now is the time insects prepare for a party to celebrate the first day of spring. Wasps make wax pots and spiders spin bags of silk to help the ones who will gather food for the celebration. The first day of spring was just last weekend. The ants work hard to find tasty tidbits to fill the food containers. One little ant is angry. He shouts to 3 busy caterpillars, "If you keep eating and don't do work, then you can't have any treats at the party." Looks like it's going to be a great party, doesn't it? A cardinal, returning from warmer weather, notices the activity, but leaves the insects alone. Even he knows this is a special day. We have a male and a female cardinal feeding at a feed ring that we have in our backyard. Once the food is gathered, the insects dress up for the party. They put on hats, ties, necklaces, and even a mask. "You look splendid," says Cricket. "So spiffy," says Little Ant. "Really spiffy," says Big Ant. Grandma Beetle takes Little Ant aside. She points to several delicately colored chrysalises flecked with golden dots. "The caterpillars were just not busy munching leaves," said Grandma Beetle. "They gave us decorations for our party." "But where did the caterpillars go?" asked Little Ant. "When the party is over, you will know," answers Grandma Beetle. Do you know where the caterpillars went? Do you? I'll bet you some of you do know. At midday, the feast begins. Big Click Beetle is the dinner speaker. He welcomes everybody to the celebrations. Today is one of only 2 days in the year when there are exactly 12 hours of day and 12 hours of night. Both day and night are equal, and so this state is called the vernal equinox. Equinox coming from equal. 12 hours of daylight and 12 hours of darkness. Big Click turns everyone's attention to the hanging chrysalises. Butterflies are struggling to break out. Let's watch them then sing Happy Birthday. Little Ann says, now I get it. The caterpillars wrap themselves in chrysalises. Then presto, changeo, they became butterflies. It's magic. Not magic, answers Big Cricket. Metamorphosis. That's what it's called. When they change shape and they change cover. I know somebody that went looking for tadpoles. That's metamorphosis because they become frogs. The butterflies pump fluid into their crumpled wings so that they spread out. They move their wings slowly at first and then faster as their wings dry. Everyone watches in silence, too astonished to make a sound. Amazing! The band plays classical insect music. When they are ready, the butterflies take flight. Everybody buzzes with delight. The sun hangs low in the sky, while insects dance atop the mushroom, butterflies dance in the air. As night falls, moths emerge from their cocoons and join the celebrations. Fireflies illuminate the festivities. The butterflies thank the other insects for a beautiful birthday party. It's time for us to go. Good night. Beetle waves as monarch flutters her wings in a silent goodbye. So ends the first day of spring. Over the next few weeks, there will be many other birthdays until the new season is in full bloom. All is quiet except for one last question from Little Ant. Where do butterflies go when they are tired and want to sleep? The end. So do you know what the answer is to that question? We know that the butterflies, the monarch butterflies, Those are the orange and white and black butterflies that we see most frequently in the area where we live. They hatch thousands of miles away from where we are, and then they fly north, and they mate here, and then they go back to lay their eggs, like salmon that go into the ocean and then come back to spawn, and like the penguins and all other sea creatures. But we know now, unfortunately, that climate change is making it harder for those things to continue. We have to be very careful, or we'll lose all of those things. We'll lose the spawning of the salmon and the flights of the monarch butterfly and the march of the penguins. We have to be careful. We all need to look after the planet.